Um, and we talked about how um, a number of the pastors selected in your book are published, either formally published or like Kathy Caimano, who does a blog, Free Range Priest. Um, and yet, your average parish priest probably has spoken, and if they collected their sermons, which they used to do back in the day, and would put out a book of their sermons, probably has gathered as much writing and as much thinking as these more noted theologians.
Yeah, somewhere along the line, a colleague of mine said about that. The first thing you think about are all of the homilies or sermons that you've preached over the years, and that if all of those manuscripts were put together, you'd have several volumes, and you never thought of yourself even as a writer, as you're saying. But my colleague said, but how many more times have you sat there on the phone or sat there next to somebody and listened? And then after what you had heard, tried to find a word of life, a word of hope, a word of joy for a situation that seemed devoid of all of those kinds of things. Or how many times when somebody asked you to pray with them, did you pray with them? Or how many times when you went to a hospital or a nursing facility, or as I used to do a weekly service in an assisted living facility with people who were sleeping because they had just had lunch. If you put together all of that, all of those words, if you will, you'd have even a vaster library.